into the Fit 440 with Scott Feltes. I'm the host, and I have a lot of great fitness ideas for you today. I had a great workout week, did a lot of different things, including sports, like I believe I talked on last week, and I played a lot of basketball with a lot of buddies up at the gym. We got very active, very acclimated to some cool ideas. We were bouncing around some ideas of new fitness ways that, we can all improve for ourselves. And we talked last week on weak point training. So there's going to be a bunch of different fitness ideas, different workouts, different cardio fixes that you can get in to really challenge yourself and really take yourself to that next level, that next tier that you see in your life, because everyone's on their own path. So we're going to get started. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about this 15-minute cardio fix that I found, and that I feel like it's a very good tool and a very good way for people to really get in and start getting active, because I know that burning fat is something that really a lot of people want to do. Get rid of the gut is something that a lot of people want to do. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you guys the ropes and to really show that there's plenty of avenues and options out there for you. All right, we're going to get started on the 15-minute cardio fix. This is, every one is 1 minute each, 1 minute increments. Number one, march in place. Very, very self-explanatory, but all of these are really just it's all about improving our brain, improving the way that we see everyday life. Every time we walk around, we work with more of a pace. Basically, just showing you that, time is of the essence. I mean, time doesn't stop for anybody, so you need to realize that waking up in the morning, get right to it. Don't dilly-dally. Don't, keep your head in the pillow too long. It's all about getting up, getting acclimated, and really, working hard with every single aspect of your life every single day. So number one, we have march in place, pump your arms. It's a whole body mentality. It's a whole body movement that you want to start getting engaged with. So number one, march in place, pump your arms. That's for 1 minute. And if you have some of these, this is a great way to start, improving. And actually, it's just, if you want to do, it's self-discipline, speed bag rotating punches. If you have some of these, you might not, but these are just some ideas to throw out there for you. Everybody has their own ways and things that they see for themselves as being the right way to go about things. But this is like self-defense too. I mean, for women out there, women might be interested in this. I have a couple buddies that, one of them is an MMA trainer at Griffin Raw Academy over in Menor, and he talks constantly on the fact that people sometimes get too complacent, and it's only about challenging yourself and improving the mental aspect of everything you do in life. So that includes fitness, because this is the fitness show. This is what we're talking about is daily routines, fitness that really is going to take you to that next stage. So number two, speed bag rotating punches. That's just hitting a speed bag, changing it up, thinking about your internal rhythm. The footwork is absolutely huge. I don't know if you guys heard me last week, but I talk on it constantly that footwork is so pivotal and so crucial to everything that you do in life. I mean, in general, it's always thinking about your hips, your movement. It's the lower half of your body that is very important for getting by somebody in basketball. It's all about the right movement, the right foot positioning. I did, when I was a younger kid, I was really into DDR, which is Dance Dance Revolution. I'm a big dancer to this day because it's just a heck of a workout. Regardless of what anybody thinks, even if you're good, it's just all about getting out there and moving, So number three, I have quick jabs, alternating arms. So that's almost the same thing. You can do this into the air too. This really, gets you going, get you moving, get you thinking in that mentality that, hey, nobody's going to stop me. I mean, I'm doing my own thing, It's all about expanding for yourself. Number four, high knee run in place. One of my favorite things to do, because I'm a huge soccer advocate. So basically what you want to do is you get up tight. You want to get your knees up, as much as you can while keeping the bottom or your core as engaged as possible, because at the end of the day, our core strength is what that's all about. It's building core strength. In general, high knees, getting the body moving in those manners, that's cardio. That's plenty of cardio. So keep moving. These are all, remember, 1 minute increments on these. High knee run in place. That's a very simple one, but it's a very crucial one that sometimes people are scared of or just realize that it's a difficult challenge. But it's all about taking that challenge head on with a full head of steam. Number 5, scissor run in place with swinging arms. Okay, this is a pretty different one. This is something that you can get at or do. It's a lot of these are just different aspects or different ways to go about cardio. I mean, it's all about the cardio. The cardio is really going to burn fat. It's really going to get you moving in a different kind of way. It's going to get your brain working in a different kind of way as well, which is literally the most important part of all of this. This is why we do it, to get the brain engaged and the brain working and moving in the right manner. Number 6, jumping jacks. This is a schoolyard workout right here. This is something that kids do when they're younger in school, gym class. It's a staple and what anybody has known to this day. It's something that when we get older, it's still kind of difficult. It's just about moving. You want to keep moving, guys. Keep moving. Onward and upward. Number 6 is jumping jacks. Do that for a minute. Number 7, ski leaps side to side. I'm a huge skier. To this day, I actually just talked to my father the other day about making a trip together. I have some buddies that want to go on a trip, and we're going to go either to Peak and Peak out in New York, because we live on the east side of the United States. I'm talking to my father about getting a trip together right around the holiday, right around Christmas, if we have the time to go to Vermont and go skiing. There's a friend that he has out there that stays right on the mountain. Beautiful. Killington is one of my favorite places to go. Gondola rides everywhere. The mountain is gorgeous. I mean, set the scene for yourself. Snow-covered trees at the top is one of the most serene moments that I have ever experienced in my life. It is absolutely astounding how just serene it is up there, how amazing it is, how the feelings that you get, the vibes that you get, especially with all the other people that are up there, because everyone is just super excited to be on the mountain together, skiing down, snowboarding down, whatever you're doing, toboggan. I mean, they have plenty of different options to go. It's a lot of fun. So this goes hand in hand with ski leaps side to side. So it's basically one foot to the other. You're going to go to the left foot. You're going to leap over to the left foot, and it's all about balance. Remember, keep that balance. That balance is the most important part. If you have to go slower because your rhythm might be not as high-tuned as it could be, and it will be after you start pursuing some of these ideas, that's what it's all about. So if you have to start slow and nice and informed and internal, so like keeping your legs closer together and not really going as far out wide as some of the more advanced fitness junkies out there might be, that's what you got to do. So it's all about slowly but surely get from left foot to right foot, and then it's moving back and forth. It's from one foot, you're going to put the pressure on one foot, and then you're going to leap over to the other one. And it's all about both feet, both sides of your body, both sides of your brain that you're working out. Because guess what? If you only have the right hand side, you got a whole nother half of your body you could be utilizing in many different aspects, in many different manners, that really is going to help you for the future. Number 8, hop on one leg, switch at 30 seconds. One of my favorite things, I talk about the high knees. I do this. If you see me at the gym, I'm kind of a wild man. I'm the guy that I would run in place. I would do high knees. I do all these workouts without even thinking about it, because it's become so second nature within my soul, within my body, within what I do on a daily routine, that these are second nature to me. So this is a big one right here. I'll run in place for 30 seconds, and then muscle confusion or brain just staying in my own internal rhythm that I know for my brain that it's an easy thing for me that I can just go right into it. I'm going to do 30 seconds run in place, and then I'm going to hop on one foot for 5 times, and then hop on the other foot for 5 times, and then it just timing, it's math, it's everything quickly, but it's all about thinking about your body, thinking about the fitness, thinking about the end goal that you have for your workout for that day. Hop on one leg, switch at 30 seconds, hop on the other leg, switch at 30 seconds. I mean, you can even go back and do that other times too. Number 9, side to side jump hop over an imaginary line. This is a good one. Also, jump hops when you have a plyo box in front of you is a great way to go about it. You can even place more 45-pound weights, free weights, on top, and that's any kind of weight that you want to put on top to extend it up to make it a higher jump. That's for more advanced work, but that's a good one as well. Burpees, one of my favorites because it really gets the lower back and the body, the butt engaged in a good workout. And then you're getting low. Getting low is very important. Staying low, getting a low center of gravity to the ground. I know for myself, I learned as a young age that I'm a relatively tall individual. I'm at 6'1" right now. And then these burpees really helped out because it improved my lower back, my stamina, my endurance for my legs in general. It wasn't just about thighs, calves, or anything like that. It starts with your core. It starts with your core, with your butt, with your buttocks. I mean, you want to improve those, your lower back, all of these things all coordinate together. So you want to think a big picture so you have fluid movement throughout your day. So burpees are a big one. Look up, there's plenty of forums online, plenty of things that you can read up on burpees. Burpees are one you definitely would like to check out. Number 11, mountain climbers in a plank position. Pretty self-explanatory. Anytime you're climbing up a mountain, you're engaging those legs upward. So it's almost the high knee action again. But from this, it's from a plank position. So a plank, if you don't know what a plank is, it's basically if you want to lay flat on the ground and then engage, you're thinking about keeping everything aligned, everything balanced, keeping your shoulders engaged and balanced along with your head, with everything that you have going on. And then you want to engage your elbows to the ground with your forearms straight to the ground, and then hold yourself up. Hold your whole core, hold your whole back, hold your whole body up in a plank position. And this will really help because from this plank position, you can do many different intrinsic ideas like these mountain climbers that will really work out not only your upper body, which planks do, which is a lot of core work, which is a lot of upper body holds. These mountain climbers add a different aspect, which is pretty cool. It engages the legs. It engages your brain to your lower half of your body in a different kind of way that really will prove positive for the future. Number 12, we have plank jacks. Plank jacks, we have straight arm push-up position and legs hop out and in. So this is a pretty interesting one. Plank jacks, it's very similar to anything dealing, I talked about the plank aspects or different variations of planks. This is just another variation that you can look up and find out more information, and again, will help you in a great deal for the future. 13, squat jumps. I mean, it's 1 minute of squat jumps. Anything dealing with squats or lower half of your body, or this one's not in this 15-minute cardio fix, but another thing, instead of squat jumps, you can also do wall sits. It's a great way to engage your legs without having to have an extra weight with you or a barbell that you have to lug around or have to go to the gym. These are all things you can do throughout your day. Squat jumps, air squats, those are huge. You see a lot of women engage with air squats and jump squats and things of that manner, but if you go to the gym, you're going to see a lot more men realizing that this is something that really can help them and help not only themselves but their cardio fix for the future. It's engaging, it's active, you don't stop. Life doesn't stop, so why would you stop? They're very, very important aspects. Number 14, this is your 14-minute split lunge jumps. So split lunge jumps are pretty cool. Lunge jumps, anything dealing with lunges, this is one leg at a time. So it's engaging one leg, your right leg, then your left leg. So split lunge jumps. just how it sounds. You're going to be lunging, but instead of coming out of your lunge back up to a standing position, you're going to go in and then you're going to jump in between to the other foot. And then think about the foot positioning, which is one of the most important parts of this, is thinking about your footwork and taking it slow and realizing that it's all about form and posture and certain very small detail-oriented ideas before you become more second nature with it, and before you have it in your arsenal to use all the time, and before you know it, it will be just a normal thing for you, because you're going to be learning these ideas, you're going to be listening to my guiding voice, and you're going to be realizing that these are things that you can do on a daily routine, maybe a 20-minute break at work. I mean, just get some of these workouts in, these aspects in, and it's really going to open your mind and change your world. And last but not least, at 15, we have star jumps, which is touch the floor, explode up, and reach for the sky. Because guess what? We all know that there's plenty out there in this world. Plenty of things that we have in our minds. So that's the same thing in fitness. It's all about just getting out of body, out of mind in a positive manner. Thinking about things in a very big picture. You know, it's not just yourself. It's about staying internal, but it's about realizing that, you know, imagination travels. Imagination travels. Start doing some of these things and start realizing that, hey, this is really going to help me for the future. Star jumps. Touch the floor, explode up, and reach for the sky. Very, very cool things. And another variation that you can use with this is a push-up down, push yourself back up, jump up out of that, and then another variation off of that. Again, reach for the sky. Another variation off of that is to go right down when you get... I know for myself, I do these at the gym, and people look at me and they're like, wow, you know, that's pretty cool. Like, it's tough. It's tough to be able to engage yourself, stay exactly how you need to, but with form. It's all about form and core strength, core balance, body balance. So another one is to start standing, and then as you're moving down, without even slowly getting down, engaging your arms to hold yourself there off the bat. You go right from standing into a jump down to the floor push-up. And that is a very tough thing to do, but it's a very rewarding thing to do if you get to that point, because that will expand your mind and you will learn some very key aspects. So yeah, that's a pretty good one right there. 15-minute cardio fix. Plenty of great ideas that we have off of that. Pump up your favorite jams to have a blast while torching about 200 calories from just that workout. I mean, and what's wild is that's just from someone that's in shape. I mean, think about if you feel like you're not in shape and you want to get to those places. Some of this 15-minute cardio fix, different ideas. I mean, think about how fast 15 minutes goes. I've been talking for about 18 minutes right now. And, I mean, time flies, people. Time flies. Realize it and push for the future and learn every single day. Another one that's pretty cool, we have 25 ways to exercise with your kids. So here's one. If you're a mother, have your mom run while your kids run, or bike ride alongside. Do things as a family together. Swim laps at the pool. That's a great one. Kids love going to the pool. Guess what? You're an adult. You don't need to just sit there and read your magazine or whatever. Get engaged with the kids. Go out there and get active. Realize that, you're going to feel a lot better when you stay active. Circuit workout in house, driveway, or backyard. So any kind of circuit workouts, interval training, anything dealing with that, like I said, everything is throughout your day. Realize that at any point in time, you can do this stuff. You either wake up in the morning and decide that you're going to take it head on, or it's not going to happen. You have to decide for yourself. It's all about deciding for yourself. A family bike ride. That's a pretty cool one. You can pull your youngest in a trailer behind. I mean, there's plenty of different options. If I know for kids, a lot of them, as we were kids, we would ride on the pegs. That was a cool thing as a kid. But everybody riding their own bike or just going for a family walk or a friend walk. I mean, I know my buddies and I, we have one friend who's a bit overweight, and we try to stay as acclimated and engaged with him as possible, because I know it's tough. He doesn't get out the house that much, and we try to at least once a week go for a walk with him, talk to him about some things that can help him for the future, because we know that health is very important. My buddies and I, my one buddy Brent, I believe I touched on last week, is someone who I have been very, very close with for a long time. And as a kid, he was a shorter, chubbier kid, but he started realizing that going to the gym, hanging out with certain people that have these certain intrinsic aspects of their mind that move towards working out in a planned physical manner really, really helps. He started, squatting, bench pressing, and to high weight volume. I mean, it was a lot. He started really gaining some mass, gaining some size, and then him and I go on these walks with our buddy who's, tailing a little behind in the fitness aspect, but at the same time, we go for these walks because he feels better. He feels better hanging out with us and getting engaged in the world. Another thing right here, one of my favorite things as growing up, high school or middle school track, and do bleacher runs. Go to your high school. There's bleachers right there. Again, be smart and know that you got to walk before you run. Slowly but surely these things will come to be second nature and a lot easier, but you got to put the work in, people. You got to put the work in. Bleacher runs are one of my favorite. It's something you don't need any money to do. You don't need a gym membership. Another positive to it. Run around the track at a school. It's wintertime in Ohio right now, and it's a bit cold, a bit frigid outside. But that has not stopped my buddy Alex Rusnak and I. I'm gonna mention him here. One of my close friends. We wanted to stay more of a pact that we made out, but we really wanted to keep engaged with every single night at a certain point in time, right when he got off work, because I don't mind doing some activities before bedtime. My bedtime is right around, it's a little later than most, like 12:30. But I told him that we could go for a run right when he got off work at 11:15. And I could push my bedtime back to about 1:15 for this, as long as I got, I didn't have something planned early in the morning or things like that. But we would actually go up to the track. We would go up to Willick Middle, which is the school that I grew up at. I went to Royal View, Willick Middle. There's a track up there, and we started actually going up there. Even if it's cold, it's wintry, guess what? That cold air, hits your lungs. And it's something so positive. It literally opens up more of your lungs. You're able to get more positive air in because of the fact that your lungs have to work harder cycling through this cold air. They have to work harder, and they get more out of the run, or out of your workout, whatever exercise you're doing at that moment. So that's a pretty cool thing. Run around the track at school. Little ones likely play in the middle of the field. I mean, whatever you want to do. It's, if you bring your family up there, you got the little ones with you. Keep them engaged somewhere, but keep your eye on them. I mean, there's plenty of ways to go about this, but at the end of the day, it's about staying active. Active life. Fit 440. Backyard soccer or kickball. This is a pretty cool one as well. Backyard soccer, it's one of my favorite things. I mean, actually yesterday I went with my buddy. We went for a run around the metro parks. I know he's in the Army, and he likes to stay as active as possible, and I try to keep him up with some of those ideas. I know he even told me he's been slacking a little bit, which is tough to hear, but at the same time he realized that, it's all about just jumping back on the horse. Second nature, all about jumping back on the horse. So we went up for a run at the metro parks yesterday, and then right after that, he didn't have a hoodie, so he was cold. We stopped at his house. He grabbed a hoodie, and then we headed up to one of the local schools. It's right behind Eastlake North. It's called went up to, let's see, where's Jaxie over there? and we went up to, it's like a little medical building behind there, and there's a nice area that with walls on each side that we can kick the soccer ball around and kick it off the wall to each other, keep the juggling sessions going. Kicking it back and forth is a great workout. And guess what? With soccer, you're kicking with both legs. You're kicking with both legs, both sides of your body. Balance is key. Balance is everything, people. So that was pretty cool. We went and hit the Metro Park run for about, I would say, 2.5, 3 miles. And which is kind of funny, he was not really as prepared, I guess, as I was, but they have a stair set there, and what I did was didn't stop. Up and down this humongous stair set. It's not the most incremental stairs that there are. They're very short stairs, but at the same time, there's plenty of stairs, a very long distance of stairs. So up and down, I went up and down that stair set about 40 times, almost nonstop. And it was very cool. It was, all right, I'm going to paint the scene for you. So we went for a run around the Metro Parks, about 2.5 miles, and then we found this stair set, which we normally hit, we normally go to, and make sure that we continue our workout in that manner. Before we got to the stair set, we realized that someone came over and set up the fireplace. So there was a fire going right as we finished our workout, and it was just beautiful outside. We were soaking it all in and gathered around the fire because he didn't have a sweatshirt at the time, so he warmed up. It was really cool. We had a really good time. Warmed up by the fireside, hit the stair set full throttle, and kept going from there. Like I said, I did about 40 rounds up and down. I would say I didn't count, but at the same time, it was pretty cool. I didn't stop, and he realized, he was telling me, he was like, I don't know how you still have the endurance or the energy to keep doing this. And I was like, hey, it's mind over matter, man. Mind over matter. In general, it's just about deciding. It's about deciding that, that you're going to do this, that you're going to accomplish the feat. Next one we have wheelbarrow races. This is a cool one to do. Any kind of parties or anything, this is a cool idea. If you have a bunch of people gathered and you're looking for something to do, and even to have prizes for the winner or something. I mean, keep people engaged, keep people happy. That's what it's all about. Wheelbarrow races. If you have one, if not, you could borrow one from someone. Relay races, frog jumps, crab walks. Shoot hoops in the driveway. One of my favorites. If I don't have time to hit the gym at LA Fitness, I will try to, I would say 2 times a week, go outside and stay active. Shoot some hoops in the backyard. I mean, it's a great thing for your body, for your mind. Because I already personally know that I'm very accurate. I'm a sharpshooter when it comes to spraying the ball around the court, anywhere around the court. Bring it on. I'm up for the challenge. Relay races. That's a cool one. Hopscotch at elementary school, or chalk on the driveway. I mean, these are things you can do with your kids. I mean, this is great stuff. Freeze tag when you are frozen. Jog in place instead of standing there. Honestly, very, very cool things that keep your kids engaged. Kids love running around, expelling energy. Why not you too? You're gonna get something out of it just like they do. I mean, time does not stop, people. Hiking on a trail. That's a great one for not only just for your kids, but even if you want to go with your loved one or some friends. Go hiking. Go hiking on a trail somewhere. See the world. Enjoy nature. Hiking on a trail is a cool one. We have a lot of Metro Park areas around here that you can go hiking, things of that nature. I know places in Kentucky, they have plenty of hiking spots. If you look up hiking places, hiking avenues, hiking trails along the East Coast, there's going to be a huge list of things that you can places you can go see, people you can meet up with that can take you on like a guided trail or something like that, where they can provide you some wisdom along the way, and that's really cool, really important. So yeah, find some of those avenues as well. Sprints up and down your street. I know this is bringing back old memories. I used to actually, on my street, go underneath the legs with a basketball up and down my street over and over and over again without stopping. This is a very mental aspect that's Very, very cool. So you can either run up and down your street. If you're not doing, I believe I touched on last week, telephone pole to telephone pole, interval training. If you're not doing something like that, that's definitely something you can do, is sprints up and down your street, or dribbling a basketball, left and right hand, up and down your street. Because in basketball, you want to be multi-dimensional. Jump rope, or jumping jacks alternating. This is a great one. I actually have a jump rope at my house. I think I touched on last week the fact that I was one of the top jump ropers of my school. And to this day, I will bring a jump rope to the gym, or ask the person at the front desk, hey, do you guys have a jump rope I can use today? I mean, it's literally just, you gotta think about it, and then decide, and then implement and execute your ideas. So that's a cool one too. Jump rope, and because I'm a little bit more advanced, some things that you can think about doing is not only just jump roping. Think about, you can go cross jump, or even jumps side to side, and then using your arms, swinging your arms, thinking about both sides of your body, staying balanced, but then engaging the jump rope and engaging the cardio, engaging the movement of our souls, of our bodies, of our minds. It's where it all comes back to. Dance at a party. I mean, you go out to, let's say you live in this area, downtown Willoughby, one of the hot spots, hot attractions for people around here. If it's, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday nights, Saturday night, people go out and dance. Valentine's has a DJ. I personally DJ. Actually, on Tuesday, I just DJ'd a private party, a private event at Margaritaville, downtown East Bank of the Flats in Cleveland. It went great. I emceed. I called out all the tickets for the raffle that they had for a lot of the employees, because I'm an employee there as well. DJ, I mean, get people out on the dance floor. Provide that energy. Tell people that, get out there and shake your groove thing. Get your butt moving. That's what I always tell people, and they think it's kind of funny that I always say, yeah, get your butt out there on the dance floor. It's what it's all about, is getting out there, expelling some energy, instead of, you can laugh and joke and have just as good of a time while moving, instead of just sitting in a chair talking. It's just about changing your brain, changing your life. Dance party, that's a cool one. Dancing is one of my favorite things, and it's a great workout. People don't understand how big of a workout it truly is. And you get to be very creative in your own way. Practice tennis moves. I mean, if it comes down to actually playing tennis, you can play tennis with your kids. Keep them engaged. You can get your kids to play with each other playing tennis. That's a very big one too, because guess what? They might really like it. And guess what? If they mess up, they got to go get the ball. It teaches them to always go grab, put things away. There's a lot of life lessons that come behind that as well. When you're done playing with whatever you're playing with, if it's toys, if it's, food at the dinner table, you got to go put your dishes away. You got to go put your toys away. Whatever it is, you got to make sure that, they stay with it, and that it comes back to morals, putting your stuff away as well. Yoga. Cosmic Kids and Yoga Kids are recommended. These are some websites, some avenues that you can look into. But yoga, even as a kid, get them to realize that it's not all jumping around with not a controlled mind manner. It's you can do yoga with them. You might actually start doing yoga, and then your kids will be very interested, because your kid, let's be honest, your kids are always interested in what you're doing as a parent, because they look up to you. You are their role models. So why not, try yoga and see if it catches on with them. Maybe they're like, "Hey mom, I want to try that out. Let's get it." Definitely. It's a good idea. Yoga's a great mind-opening experience, not only body. Trampoline. This is a bit more, as a parent, a scary idea, because kids can easily get hurt on trampoline. But trampoline tricks, that's another way you can just jump on a trampoline with your kids. But yet again, it comes down to moving, getting them out there and keeping them engaged, instead of sitting there and being a couch potato, I guess. Along sidewalks, you can skip and speed walk, alternate. So you can alternate between the two of these. I mean, skip a little bit, speed walk a little bit. I know that pace is everything. I know for myself, I try to keep a very brisk pace when I walk and when I'm getting to places, just because it's the fitness mentality in me. I mean, it's second nature. That's how I've learned. That's how I've been to this point. That's who I am. Hopping backwards or running backwards. Another very, very good one. Again, with kids, you gotta be watching close, and you gotta make sure that they're ready for this and things like that. This is more advanced. Anything dealing with backwards, I know when I go to the gym, if I'm doing my run on the track up at LA Fitness, I try to take some time and I do karaoke, which is side to side. I'm using my legs, but I'm moving one side and then to the other side. But then I also do, at times, I'll do one time all the way around going backwards, because going backwards, I mean, I don't want to just run forward. I want to be able to go in any direction at any point in time, because that's just who I am. That's what I want. That's the mentality that I want to have, is that I can go anywhere and do anything at any point in time. And this is an aspect that really takes you into that kind of world. Running backwards, hopping backwards. Create an obstacle course in your backyard. That's a very cool one for kids. If you have the available room or the excess room for something like this to happen, maybe there you can start it or bring the idea up to your kid and see if they run with it, See if they run with that idea. That's a very cool one. Create an obstacle course with many different avenues, many different ways that they can go about it. If it's some of these exercises I talked previous, like marching in place, high knees and run place, you can kind of form your own workout. All these things that I'm bringing to you, you can figure out what's going to work best for yourself. And if the obstacle course is something that they're interested in, maybe they want to merge the 15-minute cardio fix that I talked on earlier with these exercises for kids. A family walk to the store along a trail, I've talked about that. Dancing on the Wii, there's Just Dance, a video game. I mean, kids love video games, so try to keep them engaged and keep them fitness ready for that. One of my favorite things, which to this day, I was a huge roller skater, and it's just one of my favorite pastimes, I would say, because I really don't do it too often anymore, but I would love to at any point in time, because for me, it's just like riding a bike. It's literally, you jump right back on. I know for myself, I'm still extremely quick, extremely agile in these aspects when it comes to roller skating. Roller skate in the neighborhood or at a rink. Euclid Rollerdrome is like my... I'm not a huge United Skates guy, although my buddy actually DJs at United Skates, which is kind of funny. I'm not a huge United Skates guy because of the fact that United Skates, the floors are very dirty. So what I try to do is you roll a lot faster, a lot smoother on a better rink. So Euclid Rollerdrome or Skateland out in Brook Park, one of my favorite places. It's a pretty cool place. You go out there, you expel some energy, have some fun. Maybe get a drink up at the concession stand, maybe a pretzel or something like that, as you're keep the energy high, and then share it amongst each other. That's pretty cool. Roller skating to this day, I was a huge line skater. I can skate backwards, do spins. You name it, I could do it. I was never one to do the splits on roller skates like I've seen some of my friends that I used to do line skating with and things like that, which was pretty cool. But at the same time, roller skating is definitely a good workout for your family in general, along with kids. Let's see, we have another one right here, fit activities for kids, doing your name. I'm just going to go through and rattle them all off. For A, jump up and down 10 times. B, spin around in a circle 5 times. C, hop on one foot 5 times. D, run to the nearest door and run back. That's a cool one. It's all about just figuring out some creative ideas to keep us engaged, to keep us constantly moving. E, walk like a bear for a count of 5. That's a creative one as well. F, do 3 cartwheels. Kids love those cartwheels. I know I've had my one friend Casey. She has a daughter and a son, and her daughter Isabella, she loves doing cartwheels, which is pretty cool. G, do 10 jumping jacks. H, hop like a frog 8 times. I, balance on your left foot for a count of 10. J, balance on your right foot for a count of 10. K, march like a toy soldier for a count of 12. L, pretend to jump rope for a count of 20. M, do 3 somersaults. N, pick up a ball without using your hands. O, walk backwards 50 steps and skip back. P, walk sideways 20 steps and hop back. Q, crawl like a crab for a count of 10. R, walk like a bear for a count of 5. S, bend down and touch your toes 20 times. T, pretend to pedal a bike with your hands for a count of 17. 17, different number, but, makes you remember it. U, roll a ball using only your head. V, flap your arms like a bird 25 times. W, pretend to ride a horse for a count of 15. X, try and touch the clouds for a count of 15. Again, it comes down to stretching. Stretch out. Never be afraid to stretch out and think about your body in a very intrinsic manner. Y, walk on your knees for a count of 10. Z, do 10 push-ups. So these are some cool ideas. You just need go through, find out which ones you need to do, spell your name out, and then do those if it's once a day, twice a day, whatever you feel necessary. But it's all about learning more skills in more ways and more aspects to diversify the way that you do your workouts. Let's see, we got another one right here. This is a 14-day healthy challenge. This is a quick fit challenge right here. This is 14 for each side. We have quick fit challenge and journal challenge. Number 1, do squats for 2 minutes straight. If you get bored, add pulses. Number 2, commit to not eating any added sugars all day today. One of my favorite challenges right here. Commit to not eating any added sugars all day today. For myself, the only kind of added sugars that I really try to have in my diet, period, because refined sugars are literally the enemy. You want to avoid refined sugars. Back in the day, they used to talk about fat being the enemy. That has kind of resolved and hasn't really been the way. I mean, there are definitely bad fats that you want to stay away from. But at the same time, it's the sugars that really will pack on some pounds, especially around the holidays. Commit to not eating any added sugars all day today. Check that one off and you're headed in the right direction. Do your best to encourage someone else to make a healthier choice. Pay it forward. These ideas that I'm giving to you, that I'm providing, realize that you can kind of push it forward and tell the others. Spread the word. Spread the word. Work out today, but whenever a negative thought hits your mind, replace it with a positive one. Bam. My favorite in general is this right here. Work out today, but whenever a negative thought hits your mind, replace it with a positive one. This is how I try to live my life at all points in time. Because this will take you to the future, and this will have, the older we get, more people will want to be around that kind of uplifting positivity. Number 5, do as many push-ups as you can twice today. You can do one more. Do as many push-ups as you can twice today. You can do one more, always. Push yourself. That's what it's saying. Push yourself to that next level. Never plateau. Never say, oh, wow, I don't feel, my brain's telling me I don't really feel this today. I don't want to push forward. I don't want to. No, you are pushing forward. There is no other option. Do as many push-ups as you can twice today. And guess what? When you think you can't do that next one, get very mentally focused and then knock out another one or knock out 2 or 3 more and really even if you can't push up. It's all about that extra motivation and that effort to try. It's all about just trying. Number 6, plank for as long as you can. Any form you like. So like we've talked about, there's many forms that you can go about doing this, but this is a good one. Go to a mirror and look at yourself. Really look and point out 5 things that are great about your body. positive aspects, positive things that you see in yourself that, in general, every single day you can do this. Go to a mirror, look at yourself, really look. Really take the time to get internal and look and appreciate your journey, your road. And point out 5 things that are great about your body that you appreciate, because that's important. It's not always looking at, like we talked about, weak point training and things that you would, you want to change, or you'd rather them be a different kind of way. It's all about, sometimes pointing out the positive things about your body and realizing they're great, that you're a great person, that you're your own individual. Number 8, today run for 10 minutes without stopping. You can do it. You're the only one stopping yourself. You're the only one. You're the only one stopping yourself from getting over that next hump. So go out there and get it. Number 9, eat clean today. Only clean. Okay, the latest thing that I've looked up is some of the most fitness influences in the world and some of their diets and how they go about maintaining a level head and a sane mind through this tough dieting period that they go through, for if it's a movie or if it's just some kind of a show that they're doing, or the Arnold, or any kind of like bodybuilding contest that they're entering, or things along those lines, and how that they stay sane but they still enjoy their time, if that makes sense. Eating this relatively healthy food that's not always the tastiest. I know for you guys that's really, man, I don't want to eat a spinach salad. Let me get a burger and fries. Change your brain, change your life. You try out the spinach salad. Add something that you like to it. Maybe put some pineapple in a salad. Try to be creative. Find your own way. Find out things that are healthy that you like. Write them all down on a piece of paper. Have this to refer back to when you're having a day where you don't really want to eat healthy. Look at what, you're where you came from. Look at where you're going. These things are very important. Realize that positivity and health they go hand in hand. But one thing I looked at recently is Zac Efron and Dwayne Johnson's meal plans and how much that they worked out in correspondence to how much they ate. Keep in mind that Dwayne Johnson, he didn't really have a cheat day. He pretty much ate a lot of fish, which is one of my favorite things. Halibut, he ate a lot of halibut. White rice, greens are a staple. If it's some kind of grains, if it's oatmeal, he always tried to eat clean. No refined sugars. He tried to keep the unwanted fats low. In general, keep the good fats, the total fats, like nuts. He got his fat from like nuts, like walnuts, pistachios, almonds, peanuts, whatever it was. He always tried to eat clean, and he did that for 7 days a week. But if you see how much this guy ate, along with Michael Phelps during his workout stages and his workout times, they eat like ridiculous amounts of food. Sometimes 6,000 calories, Dwayne Johnson was saying. 6,000 calories, 4,000 calories. That is like an astronomical number. Zac Efron, he actually eats clean for about 6 days of the week. Always watches his portions and things like that while maintaining a tough workout regimen. And he has one cheat day on the weekend. If this is something that really is going to speak to you and realize that, I have 1 day a week that I go hang out with buddies and we get some unhealthy food, but we always, that's what it is. You don't have to go completely cold turkey. You can kind of like work towards this. You can kind of realize that this is the movement that you'd like to have, and then slowly move towards this. But it's all about slowly making the change. Maybe making it 2 days a week or 3 days a week that you're going to eat extremely clean and find a certain diet online that you want to follow, or a meal plan that you want to follow, and then listen to the experts. Listen to them. They have a lot of wisdom that they're going to provide you, a lot of mental direction. That's what it's all about. Number 10, we have choose one area of your body that you don't like and do something. Do something tonight. Do something this afternoon. Whenever. You just got to make the decision and go for it. Choose one area of your body that you don't like and do something. Do some toning. Do something that's going to, enhance or change the way you view it mentally. 11, go on a walk outside for at least 30 minutes. No music. Enjoy the world around you. Kind of put yourself in that kind of amazing positive mentality that you don't need music. You're just enjoying nature, enjoying the world around you. You get to think clearly, think to yourself, think internal, think about how your day was. Reflection period is one of my important topics that I always talk about. Reflecting on how your day was, on things that you can improve, ways that you can help others improve. It's not just about yourself. Pretty cool stuff. Go on another walk. Maybe bring a friend. It's another one. Try to do all of the previous quick fit challenges today. When it comes down to it, you need a challenge to keep yourself in line. You need a challenge to say, hey, did I do the rest of them? If you didn't, then you're slacking, you're lacking. Number 14, last but not least, look in the mirror. Thank your body and go for a run. Thank your body and go for a run, guys. All right, now here's the journal challenge. Why is being healthy important to you? Think about these things. Write them down. Write it out. Have you overcome an addiction to any particular foods? It's important to think about these things, because if you think about them and realize, like, hey, I might have been at one point in time. I'm not gonna lie. There was a small period in my life, I would say about maybe 6 months, where I ate way too many Cheez-Its. Way too many Cheez-Its. Like, sometimes I'd go through a box a day, and that is extremely unhealthy. And guess what? In that part of my life, I probably was not thinking as clearly as I needed to be. I was not thinking as clearly as I needed to be. That's a given. Think about the things that you're putting in your body, what you're eating throughout the day. Don't just sit in front of a TV and bulgy. Like, you don't want to do that. You want to think about portioning out what you're eating. Very important, because guess what? That doesn't become an addiction. That becomes a positive movement for the future. Becomes a schedule, a set schedule, a set idea that you're working towards. It's all about achieving goals. Who or what inspired you to become a healthier person? Think about those things. I've talked about some of the people that I've looked up to. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. There's certain people in my life, a lot of fitness gurus that I really learned a lot from, and they really have taken me into the future, because I've put my own spin, my own creative ideas at the helm, and I really rallied behind it, and I've made it into the person that I am today. It's just about, for yourself, thinking about who you appreciate and what ideas and what avenues you'd like to pursue, and making your own challenges, coming up with your own challenges, but then executing those challenges on a daily routine in a scheduled manner, so then you can still get all the other things in life, all the positives out of life, and keeping certain people involved. But that's what it's all about, guys. What was the most challenging part of your workout today and your healthy journey so far? Think about these things. Write them down. What was challenging today that you didn't know was going to happen, but you realized that you overcame that challenge? Think about it, write it down, and then if you want, even keep a diary of your fitness journey. That's a very important thing that you can do too. Writing down your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings is something that really pays it forward. What's one way to convince you to push yourself and keep going? Think about it. One way to convince yourself to keep going. Push yourself in a different way. It's always about pushing yourself, though. Never being content or complacent. Number 6, what changes have you noticed since you become healthier? Anything happen? A new promotion at a job because you just bring a certain swagger, a certain mental aspect that, it's a positive change. It's a positive change. Maybe people see in your person that you're just overall happier. You have more energy, more charisma. Some of those things really, really hit home. Think about it, write it down. List 10 reasons why you're being healthier and 10 things you've changed so far. It's another good one. List them. Think about it. Take the time to go through and, really appreciate where you've been, where you've come, and where you're going. It's pretty cool. Number 8, what are five of your best tips for those who are trying to lose weight or get healthy? After I've talked all these ideas to you, pay it forward. Think about 5 tips that you can give for people that are trying to lose weight or get healthy for themselves, because I've talked on it before. Doing it just for yourself is, in my opinion, it's not enough. Help the others. Talk to the others about, ways that they're going about and doing it. Guys that you talk to at the gym, talk to them about, hey, what are you up to? Like, you just playing basketball? You working towards anything? Gets the conversation going. People like talking. People love talking. How has your journey gone so far? Reflection period. I think that my journey's great. I'm really happy where my life is right now. Going to school at Ohio Media School, and it's really helped me push forward and figure out some things that I love for myself and for ways that I'd like to carry myself in the future. And I really want to keep pursuing different avenues and meeting new people and networking in the right ways. And it's really going to carry me. So I'm happy how my journey has gone so far, and I just see only positives for the future. Number 10, what are 5 sayings that you live by? Think about it, guys. I provide a lot of wisdom and things that I think through my life, through my journey, that 5 things that I live by. I talk about them all the time. Fitness is one huge key for me. Music, rhythm, fitness, friendship. These are just some core values, guys. Values, morals. Those are the things that I live by. Those are just a couple off the top. There's plenty of other things that I live by as well, but, got to pick 5. Those are the 5 that come to mind at right now. Think about it for yourself, though. Think about where it's going to go. Where, what do you live by? Think about it. Talk about it. Number 11, how do you keep yourself on track? What I talk about all the time is schedule. That's how I keep myself on track. Number 12, what keeps you motivated for staying healthy? What keeps you motivated for staying healthy? Family. That's my answer, but everybody has their own. Family, friends. The list doesn't end. The list does not ever end unless you let it end. So don't. Number 13, list 5 struggles you've had and how you're working to overcome them. Think about it. List them. And go from there, guys. Write it on paper. Because if you write it on paper, think about it, write it on paper, you're able to refer back to it. Number 14, review what you've learned from taking on this challenge. Excuse me. Review what you've learned from taking on this challenge. Think about all 13 before and sum it up. Write them down, go through. Guess what? It's brain food. Brain food is crucial. Alright guys, so I have another one right here. This is an upper body high intensity interval training blitz. This is a combo, complete up to 3 rounds. A workout combining upper body strength with the fat burning benefits of high intensity interval training. Warm up with a foam roller, one of my favorite things. I actually have a rumble roller at home, which is the medium firmness. So if it's medium firm or extra firm, there's 2 different kinds. So they do 2 different things, and they're for 2 different styles of muscle, 2 different kinds of bodies. both do fantastic things and engage the core and get yourself rolled out and stretched out and fluid throughout your daily routine. But that's what it's all about, is stretching out, thinking about things in a positive manner for your mind, and then working towards a goal. Warm up with a foam roller for 3 minutes. I would definitely recommend using a foam roller, guys. It's a great tool for the future, and I'm telling you, it's going to make you feel a whole lot better, because you got to work to get benefits. Warm up, 10 push-ups, 10 body weight squats, 5 minutes of easy to moderate cardio. Cool down, this is after it's all done. Easy cardio 5 minutes and stretch with the foam roller. That's before and after we use the foam roller, guys. All right, now we're going to jump right into the upper body high intensity interval training blitz. Strength high interval intensity training combo. Complete up to 3 rounds of this. This is a great thing to go through multiple times. That's basically what it's telling you. 12 assisted pull-ups. That's a good one. Pull-ups are great. It's a whole upper body workout, and you have to think about the whole alignment of your back, your shoulder blades, your shoulders, how you're feeling. That comes back to weak point training. If you feel a weak point, you can kind of realign and get your whole body working. 15 V-ups. That's an interesting one. You can look up that online. It's a big core workout as well. As many push-ups as you can do with good form in 1 minute. Form is everything, guys. If you're not going to look at your form, or you're going to slouch in your form, or your back's not going to be in the correct place, look up some of this information online. There's plenty of people who talk about where your back needs to be, how you need to be feeling. There's plenty of information out there, guys. I know I only have a certain amount of time to talk to you, but there's plenty of research that you can do online that's going to help, along with listening to my guided knowledge. As many push-ups as you can do with good form in 1 minute. 2 minute jump rope session. 30 seconds easy, 30 seconds hard. 2 rounds of this. So it's all about that interval training. Like I talked to interval training when it's talking about walking or jogging or running from telephone pole to telephone pole. Maybe jog for one telephone. Remember, I talked walking and then jogging from telephone pole to telephone pole. And then same thing, jogging to running when you get more advanced. 12 overhead presses. This is a very good one. This one, ideally, you'd like to have some free weights that you can work with, but there's plenty of other ways to go about it. Side planks, 30 seconds each side. Side planks are a great one as well. Not only just planking, but side planks hit a different muscle group. 12 bent over rows. That's a pretty cool one as well. 12 bent over rows. This is another one that you ideally would like to have some free weights. Any kind of rows gets a great workout for your back, and in general, you're going to feel a lot in your back. You want to pinpoint certain muscle groups in your back that you're gonna utilize, because that's the main muscle group you want to be focused on and hitting when doing rows. 2 minute jump rope session. Another one right here. 15 seconds easy, 15 seconds hard, and that's 4 rounds. So it's interval training, guys. You want to change the style up. You don't want to... You can. If you want to go real hard, you don't want to burn yourself out, though. You don't want to burn yourself out. You want to keep the consistency going. 15 tricep dips. I talked, I believe, last week about tricep dips and dips that I did even at a job. Regardless what they thought or in general, actually people always gave me props for doing it, because I'm my own person, and that's just me. I love fitness. I love it to this day. I loved it then. I love it now. It's never going to change. I love being active, love expelling energy, and love when you expel energy, you gain more energy for the long haul. That's what it's all about. Tricep dips are a very good way to do it. They have a bar at my gym, LA Fitness, in Legacy Village in Beechwood. I believe it's actually technically Lyndhurst, but it's really Beechwood area, right by Beechwood Place. But they have a bar that you can hold yourself up and do your tricep dips there. And that's a great time to do it. There's actually a couple bars that they have there, but there's one that I actually do tricep dips, and I do full body swings Full body swings, engaging the arms, having your arms hold yourself up. Because guess what? Once you're very balanced and you're very stretched out, you're able to hit a lot of different angles and use your body in ways that you've never thought you could before. 1 minute jump rope, high knees if you can during the jump rope. That's really how to hit it strong. To really take that next step to not only jump rope, but do high knees while jump roping. Fantastic way to really improve your cardio, your endurance, anything along those lines with energy-based ideas. And then now coming back and resolving with the cool down, easy cardio for 5 minutes, and then stretch with the foam roller. Foam roller stretch. Please, if you do anything out of this whole experience that you're listening and understanding, use a foam roller. Try it out. Give it a back workout. Your upper and lower back for a workout. Your buttocks can use a foam roller. You can really stretch out and pinpoint and stretch out all the muscles that you have, all things like that. Your quads, your calves, any part of your body, your arms. They have different foam rollers for different aspects, different areas, different ideas. There's an arm foam roller that you can use with your arms to use on your quads to loosen them up before your workout or after, like we've pretty much said that you can do it before or after, or any time of the day that you feel like you need that extra motivation, extra positive energy, extra anything dealing with energy boost in a natural manner. Here's another one right here. Here's a cardio plan. This is a 30-minute cardio plan. You burn about 500 calories. 100 reps of jump roping, real or imaginary. Remember, guys, use your imagination. Be creative. If you want to just do jumping jacks, you can replace it for jumping jacks. Go for that. That works as well. But 100 reps of a jump rope, real or imaginary, is the first one. 75 reps of high knees. Great workout right there. Get the whole body working, and guess what? You walk on your legs all day, so why just lack in certain aspects or certain angles? I mean, you might as well push forward and get the high knees going and get your body moving. So 75 high knees, that's a great one right there. 50 body weight squats, self-explanatory. 25 reps of push-ups. You can add more if you want to really test yourself. But these are some things that it's a full body workout. We want to get yourself engaged for high endurance throughout your day. Because guess what? That's what's going to keep that positive mentality throughout the duration of your day. 150 jump ropes. Back again to the jump roping. Real or imaginary. 150 reps. It's just about coming back in, doing all these, alternating through, but hitting multiple parts of your body. That's really what's going to give you that full body transformation. 75 jumping jacks. This is one, remember I told you could mix in with instead of jump roping, but this is another one right here, 75 jumping jacks. 50 alternating lunges, 25 sit-ups, 200 jump roping, real or imaginary. So we're progressing here. We started at 100, that's to warm up, to get going. 150 is the midway point. And then 200, we're at jump roping, real or imaginary. It's progression. And then maybe next time you do it, if you get through this workout and it seemed pretty easy, maybe next time go for an increased amount. 125, 175, 250. Maybe really test yourself. 75 butt kicks. That's a cool one as well. Get the legs engaged. Think about the soccer attributes I've talked about. Staying active. And then 50 mountain climbers. We talked about plank mountain climbers earlier. There's plenty of different ways to do mountain climbers. You can do it just with your arms straight up. It doesn't have to be a plank. You could have your arms straight up and then do the mountain climbers from there. Yet again, it's always about using your brain though, guys. About testing yourself mentally. 25 per side leg raises. Leg raises are fantastic. I'm a huge advocate for any soccer attributes or soccer ways and leg raises. You use your legs constantly in soccer. And it's not only a weight idea. It's all about reps. It's all about using those attributes and really helping yourself. Throughout my day, even when I'm doing these talk segments, I'm stretching. I'm thinking about my body in a nice manner, in a physical manner, but also staying mentally. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, but I will be back in about 5 minutes, and we will resolve and finish up here. I would say we're going to finish up about 4:30 today. So we'll have a nice couple topics to talk about when we get back, and I'm going to go over some things. I really want to talk about yoga balls and certain things that really I believe are foundations for physical health and for the way that you should handle the way that you go about things on a daily routine. There's a lot of cool ideas that we have coming up ahead, so stay tuned, guys. This is Fit 440 with Scotty Feltes, your man with the fitness ideas. We'll be back.
Hey, what's up? This Charles, aka Carlos Arve, and I go to the Ohio Media School for Broadcasting, where I'm making my dreams come true. At the Ohio Media School, you go through hands-on coursework with professionals in the field. Also, you have student-ran internet radio stations that can help you reach the 108 internship hours needed to graduate. So go ahead, contact Ohio Media School now, located at 9885 Rockside Road in Valley View, Ohio, 216-503-5900, or at beonair.com to get your career started today.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Are you tired of the same old? Then give your ears a break and tune in to NorthCoastUnderground.com, because the underground starts with you.
Against all odds, I don't know why we want to take the hardest road. I don't know why the man above gives me the hardest road, but it's nothing the man above don't put you in situations that you can't handle. And I just kept that same positive attitude, like, instead of saying, why me? They're saying this is what he want me to do. And Cleveland, this is for you. Oh.
If I don't believe in nothing, I believe in the land. If you from out of town, you would never understand. Something like LeBron James, this feeling I can't explain. We the champs, crown the king, just the rain. We coming from the believe land, believe land, believe land. We coming from the believe land, believe land, believe land, believe land.
I've been all in, no bandwagon, no false flag, and stay true to mine. Been told y'all, we on the rise, but y'all ain't see it like you was blind. Been telling here, wasn't recognized. Not everyone on this Cleveland shit. Since we got this championship, now everybody screaming Cleveland lit. Man, we been on fire, so watch out, little bit. Get you, wahoo, in the dog pound quick with some Cavaliers. J.R. Smith, Kyrie Irving, we shoot from the hip, and we keep our promise on the King James inches. Keep pushing, keep going, run the city. Jesse Owens, that's how I feel every time I'm flowing. Running that track like 2 minutes flat, and I'm hurdling out because no looking back. And the feeling I get when the critics attack is the same as Drake had with that track back to back. Cause this is believing Cleveland on the map. We the lake every month since we on the attack. No mistake by the lake, man, the feeling is great. We not leaving the city cause we here to stay. Zero love for my haters, what? Thought we was on hiatus, no. We was just mixing and cooking up the rawest, purest. We call it Cleveland, and Cleveland is that Ohio flow.
I believe in nothing, I believe in the land. If you from out of town, you would never understand. Something like LeBron James, this feeling I can't explain. We the champs, crown the king, just the rain. We coming from the believe land, believe land, believe land. We coming from the believe land, believe land, believe land, believe land.
I set out a goal 2 years when I came back to bring a championship to the city. I gave everything that I had. I poured my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears to this game, and
it paid off. Yup, it paid off. Mr. Gilbert built a team that swept through the playoffs. At the sound of the buzzer, it's about to J off. This is everything we dream. We about to take off and put on for the city. We put on for the state. This is Cleveland, Akron, Ohio. We great. Yeah, we live by the lake, but it ain't no mistake. Could be small as a mustard seed, still keep our faith. It's like when Big brought home a Grammy, had to go out and get it, come back to the family. Thought we was down once again, you thought we blew it, but we came back 3-1 just to show we undisputed. If I don't believe in nothing, I believe in the land. If you from out of town, you would never understand. Something like LeBron James, this feeling I can't explain. We the champs, crown and cane, kiss the rain. We coming from the believing. We coming from the believing.
I'm from the city where they ballin', wine and gold. I'm from the city where they ballin', wine and gold. This ain't for me, I'm putting on for the sea. Working hard all summer trying to see victory. Failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. I told you I'm gon' hold it down and I gotta keep my promise. I gotta keep my promise. My team is like my brothers. CMB, here we all we got. I feel bad for the mothers. It's a war going on the court, so take cover. If you going in, I'll be right there to support you. Hit them with that pick and roll. Turn around and give and go. Putting points on the board till that final buzzer go. Hit them with that pick and roll. Turn around and give and go. Putting points on the board till that final buzzer go. All for one and one for all. No I and team, but I will ball. Not just for me, the whole team involved. Not just for me, the whole team involved. From the city, all for one and one for all. No I and team, but I will ball. Not just for me, the whole team's involved. Not just for me, the whole team involved.
I do it for my city, my team well put together. All for one and one for all. We achieve together, you just gotta play your role. Do what's best for the team. We believe in each other, we chasing the same dream. We do it for the fans, we fuel up for support. We giving our best effort, we leave it all on the court. Being humble is the key, it set my mind free. We develop as a unit and we see victory. I work so I shine, I grind all the time. I miss the fourth quarter when the game's on the line. When there's pressure, I don't fold, I just manage and adjust. I believe in my team, in time we build trust. We working every day and results have been noticed. I'm so dedicated, I could never lose focus.
I'm from the city where they ballin', wine and gold.
As long as we play together, we can take control because
all for one and one for all. No I and team, but I will ball. Not just for me, the whole team involved. Not just for me, the whole team involved. All for one and one for all. No I and team, but I will ball. Not just for me, the whole team's involved. Not just for me, the whole team involved. All for one and one for all. No I and team, but I will ball. Not just for me, the whole team involved. Not just for me, the whole team involved.
All right, we are back, and this is Fit 440 with your man Scotty Feltes at the helm. I'm going to be talking some more. We touched on right before we left the break about yoga balls, and I'm going to talk on Bosu balls, which is pretty cool too. They're a nice fitness tool or a fitness workout way that you can do push-ups, you can do pistol squats, you can do any kind of squats or any kind of balance training, because at the end of the day, balance is everything. In order for us to stay up on 2 feet, it's all about having the right core balance, the right balance in general, and that's physical and mental. And I'm going to talk right now about some yoga balls and different ways or different things that you can do with the yoga ball that really will help your core balance and your body balance in general. A very classic one that I like to refer back to, because this is one that I used to work out with at the gym all the time, and I've had good input and good feedback from other people about the fact that, I do this and it's something that they started doing for themselves, is to just balance on a yoga ball. Sit on a yoga ball and then keep yourself balanced for as long as possible. It becomes a very, very hard challenge. It's just about challenging yourself. So sit on a yoga ball. It doesn't really matter the size of the yoga ball. I think there's different sizes. I'm not sure exactly. I believe for each height and weight, there's a specific size that you want to refer to or that you want to go by. Ball sizes. Let's see here. I know yoga balls, to be able to bounce on it is a big one. Here's the sizes for the right exercise ball for yourself. So if you're 5'1" to 5'8", you want a 55 centimeter ball, that's just not overall, it's not 55 centimeters. You know what I mean? It's in general, that's the size that you're going to want to refer to. The ball's diameter, 55 centimeters. 65 centimeters, you're going to be 5'9" to 6'2". So that's going to be the right size in correspondence to your person. 75 centimeters that's 6'3" to 6'7", and then 85 centimeters, which is a huge yoga ball. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine. I know for myself, I used a 65, but an 85, if you are to use this, you're going to be 6'8" or taller. So you're going to be a very tall person. There's a lot of different spine helping exercises that you can do, or back helping exercises, just flattening out on a yoga ball. And again, it comes down to balance and stretching out and getting those right back cracks, and thinking about all these workouts that you've done throughout the years, put all the history of yourself into one time. Just thinking about the world in a positive manner really will help, and again, open up some really cool ideas. So one you could do is sitting on a yoga ball and then balancing, and then it's very difficult. So you're going to balance yourself for as long as possible. Make sure you get to a point where you're not going to fall, but it's all about that core strength, that core endurance. Another one you could do is to lay your back straight on a yoga ball with your feet flat on the floor, and you can stretch your back and reach your arms back, and then think about getting a nice back crack in, or just a nice back stretch in. Think about getting those stretches in, because that's what's really going to help you. So you can do it that way. You can go with an upper body workout with a yoga ball with balance of the feet. You can go into a push-up position with the yoga ball underneath your feet, and then you can think about getting your push-up in while keeping your feet and your back and all of those things aligned. It's all about keeping those aligned. That is very important. So there's a couple different things that you can do with that. I know a big thing for people that work in an office and things of that nature I don't know if you guys have seen these exercise ball chairs. It's actually a chair that has a yoga ball on it, and you sit on the yoga ball throughout your day at this chair. And I know I own one. I actually got my mom to work with one. She actually keeps one at her computer chair now. Instead of a computer chair, she has a yoga ball chair, and it's great. It refers back to that mentality. You know, you want to always be balanced. And if you have to sit at a chair, why not sit at a yoga ball chair that's going to keep your mind always working, your body engaged, your core working. You know, thinking about those things while you're going through and doing what you need to do, because guess what? It's a workout. It's a workout to sit there and think about the balance of your body at a constant time. So that's a cool thing. Yoga balls in general, some other workouts we can do with yoga balls. There's a lot of different workouts we can go about. Another couple that we have right here. Wall up. Place a stability ball about 2 feet in front of the wall. Number 2, lie face up on a ball with your lower back on its center, knees bent about 90 degrees, feet flat on the wall, calves parallel to the floor. Number 3, put your hands behind your head, elbows out to sides, crunch up and lower. Do 10 reps of this. That's a great one. Lower body, overhead ball squat. So you can actually pick the yoga ball up and then do a squat at the same time. So that engages your arms and your legs. That's a combo move right there. Complete a traditional squat while holding the stability ball with your arms extended above your head Adding weight? Nah, not really. Just the air. That's all you need. Your body, your mind, your internal rhythm. While keeping your torso in an upright position, engages the shoulders and deltoid muscles. Go for about 10 to 15 reps of this one. Wall squats. You're going to put those quads to work with this move. Stand about 3 feet from the wall with your feet shoulder width apart and your back to the wall. Place the ball between the lower back and the wall and squat down slowly until your legs form a 90-degree angle at the knees. Use the ball to support the back as it rolls from the lower back to your shoulder blades. Slowly stand up again and repeat for 10 to 15 reps. It's a wall squat. But it's a way to add the stability ball or a yoga ball and really find a different kind of balance or a different kind of rhythm or a different kind of way to go about a workout. It's about changing it up. Nothing's great if you do it constantly. It's, you want to just try different ways, different aspects, different ways to go about these workouts. That's why I provide all of these different avenues and different ways to really, branch out and then leech to these ideas and then really try to make it, your own. Maybe different days during the week you do different, set up a schedule. I talk about setting a schedule. Stick to it. Standing ball squeeze. If you, this is a funny one that you can do at home. You may look funny doing it, but it seriously works out your hips, your lower back, your inner thighs. Stand upright and place the ball between your legs so the center is about even with the knees. It should not be touching the floor. Squat down until your knees form a 90-degree angle, squeezing the ball to stay balanced. Hold the position as long as possible, working up to 30 to 45 seconds per set. For this move, consider using a ball that's not the perfect fit. A larger ball makes this move a little bit more difficult, while a smaller ball might be easier on the thighs. Beginners can also use a chair or a wall for help with balance. That's a pretty cool one. You might look funny, you might look a little funny doing it, but at the same time, it doesn't matter what you look like. It matters what you're getting out of it. You want to keep progressing, and it's all about progressing mentally with these new skills that become second nature. It's all about that positive mentality, positive aspects that you look at it. Fitness is great. Don't ever get that twisted. A hamstring curl. Lie on the floor with your arms extended perpendicular to your torso and lower calves, and heels resting on the ball itself. So pretty much your heels are going to be resting on the yoga ball with your back, the upper part of your back to the floor. Lift the hips up from the floor using your outstretched arms for stability. Those are for stabilization on the ground. You might feel a little wobbly, but just exhale and slowly bring the knees in towards your hips so the feet are resting flat on top of the ball. Pause for a few seconds in this position and then inhale, straightening out the legs again. Excuse me. Keep those hips up the whole time to get maximum gluteus maximus benefits. Work that butt, people. What did I talk about before? Get your butt out on the dance floor. Aim for 10 to 12 reps of this total body move. Number 5, squat and reach. Get the blood flowing with a slow and steady squat that works your arms and abs as well as legs. Hold the ball with straight arms so it's about level with your face. Squat down and bring the ball all the way to the left side just above your left foot. Hang tight in this position for about 3 slow breaths and then untwist your torso, and return to standing before repeating on the other side. For your best results for this workout or this method, keep your butt down in the squats and hold your arms straight out in front of your torso. That's for your best results. Try 10 to 15 reps of this twisty move to get the arms, your core, and your legs in tip-top shape. This is one we talked about earlier, balance push-up. It's a very basic move, but this is one that I find to be a staple in my workouts. And I know that there's different ways to have your foot on the ball. Some people prefer to have their ankles on the ball. I just want to touch on this because I didn't specify earlier. Some people have their ankles on the ball, which is actually easier to do. But you can also have your toes extended straight out, and you can hold yourself up with your toes extended straight out, almost like the top of your foot or your tip of your toes, which is the way that I do it. I keep my toes straight to the ball, and then I go straight up, and then I do my push-ups from there on out, doing almost as many as possible, depending on what the rest of your workout entails, what you have planned for that day. Here's a good one that I really personally like. Back extension. This is a good back workout, and it can be used with a yoga ball, and it's a great core builder too. You can do it, put your back into it, Start with the stomach and hips on the ball, legs extended straight behind, toes resting on the ground. Hold on to the ball with your hands for balance. Hold on to the ball with your hands for balance. It's not the easiest move. You gotta walk before you run. If this position is difficult to maintain due to slippery shoes, try placing your feet against a wall. Raise your chest high like a yoga cobra. It's a yoga move. Bringing the hands to the back of the head, hold for a beat or two, and then return to a relaxed position. Repeat for 12 to 15 reps. So you're thinking about, engaging the core, using your stomach, engaging your core, and then stretching the back, stretching your back, and then keep breathing throughout this whole opportunity, this whole exercise that we're implementing or we're utilizing right here. Here's another good one, a V-sit with a ball. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a ball with your feet on top of it, and you're going to have your buttocks to the ground and your arms towards the sky. V for victory. That's where the V-sit idea comes from. And then this is an ab killer for sure. Like you will feel this completely. Lie face up on the ground with your ankles resting on the top of the stability ball, with arms pointing towards the feet. Roll the torso up so your body forms a V with the hips on the ground. Hold for 5 counts, or long enough for a serious case of ab shakes. And slowly roll back down to the ground. Repeat for 6 to 10 reps. 6 to 10 reps is all you're going to really need with something like this. Another one's knee tucks. So it's push-up position, just like you had with the push-ups before, where I was talking about some people use their ankles, some people use their toes, and just, engage the core. Engage the core. Think about all the angles you can utilize for core work. And it's all about tucking your knees towards your chest, and then extending back out to that push-up position. Extending your knees towards your chest and then extending back out. A bunch of different ones we have here. Hanging knee raise, ski step, side squat, a pike, tricep dips. These are all things you can do with a yoga ball. Yoga balls are not just for women as well. Men are really starting to utilize the benefits of yoga ball work. And it's not... Some people put yoga, even if you don't like yoga in itself, the mentality that yoga has, if you're a male or female, the yoga ball does not mean yoga. The yoga ball is a completely different aspect. It goes hand in hand with yoga, but I don't want you to think that if you don't like yoga that you won't like a yoga ball, because they're two totally different beasts, two totally different animals, and two totally different ways to go about this fitness advocacy for yourself. Another one that I want to point on, besides the yoga ball work, is a Bosu ball. It's also stabilization. It's also balance. These key ideas that I've talked about. Bosu ball is definitely one of the up and coming ideas. I have a yoga ball. It's a Bosu ball myself at home. It's technically like a half sphere or a half yoga ball with a hard circular cover on the top that basically allows balance. You can stand on it. You can do pistol squats. There's plenty of different things you can do. You can actually squat yourself on it while keeping that balance of yourself, balance of the spine, balance of your core. Balance is key. So these tools, this Bosu ball, these yoga balls, all these things really push towards the future, for the where you're going, and to make you stronger every single day, because we want to just get stronger. No one wants to get weaker, more brittle, or fragile. No, we want to be rigid out here. We want to be strong when it comes to our physique. So a Bosu ball, you can do push-ups on it. You can do planks on it. A Bosu ball is a fantastic tool because, again, it comes down to those balance ideas. Balance is key in life and in fitness. I'm going to go with, this is one that I kind of liked. It's a boot camp workout. Yet again, there's plenty of different ways you can go about this. These are just some good aspects and good ideas for you to wrap your brain around and hopefully implement for your daily routine. This is a boot camp workout. If you do this, I would say for 30 days, you're going to find significant results. Absolutely significant results. And this could be with weight or without weight. It just depends on how intrinsic you want to be, how much you really want to work at this and make this a staple in your life. Let's see, for 4 minutes, we're going to do deadlifts. Deadlift is a huge back workout, but it's also about form. It's about form, your posture, and not overdoing the weight, especially, when you're first starting out. So 4 minutes of deadlifts. Remember, it's a boot camp workout, so it's going to be a full body workout that's really going to chisel your whole body, not just your core. 2 minutes of squats. This can be, and keep in mind, this is the way that they have this set. There's no rest in between these workouts, so it's back to back to back to back to back. So if you want to add weight to it, use caution. 2 minutes of squats. It's the 4 minute of deadlift, 2 minute of squats, 1 minute of standing barbell shoulder press. That's a good one as well. 1 minute of flat bench barbell tricep extension. A lot of these, you're probably going to want to use some sort of weight. And for males, you're probably going to want to use more weight than females. But at the same time, it just comes down to whatever you're comfortable with. That is what we're providing here is comfortability, but also progression once comfortability is found. 1 minute of push-ups, 1 minute of straight leg hanging leg raises. That's a good one as well. Get the legs engaged, get the legs involved, because how are you going to get from place to place during your day? Utilize positive reinforcement of legs and strong leg mentality. Not just strong arm. That was always the saying growing up, a strong arm. Oh, you want to have the strong arm mentality. No. Strong legs, the tree trunks of life. 1 minute of crunches, 1 minute of bench dips. That's a good one as well. Any kind of dips, any kind of tricep work always helps. Bench dips is definitely a good one. You just sit on the bench that you normally do any kind of chest workout with, and then just use it for dips. Use it for dips. Put your body in front of you. Use your arms to hold yourself up and dip it out. 2 minutes of standing barbell bicep curls. That's a good one as well. Get the arms involved. 2 minutes of squats again. So we're coming back. We're hitting up to that 4, and then right after the 2 minutes of squats, it's almost like back and forth. We go to the 4 minute of deadlifting. 1 minute per leg of dumbbell lunges. That's a good one for if you're going to keep with the legs, keep with the whole leg mentality, the tree trunks I talk about. You might as well get the lunges in there as well, using whatever dumbbell is comfortable for yourself. Max reps right here, guys. As many as you can do possible. Maximum number. Max reps for pull-ups. Max reps for straight leg hanging leg raise. This is a great core builder. Max reps again for pull-ups, and then we're going to basically intertwine. Straight leg hanging leg raise, and then pull-ups again, and then straight leg hanging leg raise. Again, max. So it's, we're think about reps here. This is where we rep it out. 3 reps of pull-ups and 3 reps of straight leg hanging leg raise, intervals of each other. 1 minute of standing lateral raise, 1 minute of bent over dumbbell lateral raise. Those are also great workouts that you can utilize, implement, whatever you feel comfortable with. And yet again, this is a boot camp workout. It's just an idea for you guys. Whatever you want to use, it's nice to be able to challenge yourself and to listen to the pros. But at the same time, if there's a con for the reason why you can't do it right now, it's okay. It's about understanding why it's a con and, working towards and executing certain aspects to make it a pro, to be able to do these things in the future. So after the bent over dumbbell lateral raise, we're going to go with a 4-minute deadlift. Back to the deadlifts. Deadlifts are key. That back strength is crucial. The core strength is crucial. Those go hand in hand. We have 1 minute of stiff leg deadlift. So it's that deadlift mentality. But this is not as fluid. It's more of like a stiff leg. So you want to lower the weight for this to make sure that you're staying with the right posture and that you're staying with the right mentality of what you're doing for your deadlifts. Let's see, we have 50 crunches. So it's a good one. After you do these deadlifts, after you work the back out a little bit, get that going, come back and do some crunches. Get that core engaged. Crunch it out. Crunch it out. What's it all about? We know what it's all about. It's all about expanding everly for your mentality. Not just physical, guys. This is a mentality. This is a warrior mentality that you bring into your day. After your 50 crunches, we're going to do 1 minute of push-ups, and then to finish it all out, this is how we're resolving this boot camp workout. It's going to be 3 minutes of squats. 3 minutes of squats. If you didn't have enough yet, here's just the icing on the cake. And when I mean icing on the cake, I mean healthy stuff in your smoothie, because that's the mentality that I have. I actually went over to my father's house, and we had my cousin over with his little one Logan. And the other day, because it's about to be Christmas, we put the tree up and put some ornaments on and spent some time listening to some Christmas music and talking to each other about how our days went and how work's going and things like that. And we actually made a cake. We had a cake. My father bought a cake from Walmart, and we decorated the cake. He's got a little one. He's 4 years old, so we did something cool and all wrote our names on the cake, and they all had a piece of cake. But I decided to go against the cake, so that's what I mean. Icing on the cake, not for me right now. Not with my diet and my mentality, because I'm trying to work towards a goal. I'm working towards a goal, and that is not in my meal plan. At the same time, everything in moderation, like I've talked before. It's okay if that's what you want to go for, if that's what's talking to you or speaking to you at the time. Where I'm at in my life, it wasn't in the plan. I ended up making a positive. It was a peanut butter, and actually I'll talk about that real quick. Peanut butter banana smoothie. I did not have any yogurt at the time, so what I did was I have some Cabot unflavored, refined whey protein. Unflavored whey protein. It literally has one ingredient. I'm a big contributor to looking at the ingredients, knowing what you're eating, because it's mental always first. I don't want to be putting junk that I've never heard of in my body, because I'm not going to get what I want out of my day, the kind of energy that I want to supply myself with, and the kind of mentality that I want to have moving towards the future. So I always look at what I put in my smoothies. That's one of the things I put in. I did ice. I'm not sure exactly. I usually eyeball it, guys. I'm not really big into the recipes. A lot of the time I'll look up a recipe online and I'll eyeball it for myself, because I've made so many smoothies throughout the years, and I know what the right ratio is for ice to milk to certain things. So what I do is I just eyeball. I throw some ice in first. I have a Vitamix at home, one of the top of the line blenders on the line. I would recommend getting one or doing research in order to make that move for the future for yourself, because a Vitamix makes the most prime smoothie. The most I can make peanut butter with it, homemade peanut butter, which comes down to not having a whole lot of oil or those extracurricular ingredients that really don't need to be there, Natural first. So I made a smoothie. It was peanut butter banana smoothie. I did ice. So how much ice there was, I filled milk up to that ice point, and then I added about 2 big spoonfuls of peanut butter. It was homemade peanut butter from Earth Fare, which is a very healthy, natural place. Not not any additives. It was literally the ingredients say just peanuts. They make it homemade. They have a nice homemade peanut butter maker there. It literally takes fresh ground peanuts and just smushes it down, and I believe it may add a little bit of oil to make the consistency the right way, but it's basically peanuts. That's it. Peanuts in a nutshell. So that's good stuff. I added, I believe, 2 big spoonfuls of peanut butter. I added 1 full banana, and then I added the whey protein that I talked earlier. I added some, I believe it was hemp seed at the time, which is very good, high fiber content, extremely good for your system, for processing foods, for basically just, breaking down of foods and really, getting your body to the core, exactly what it needs. Water, a certain energy that you provide for yourself. So then I added some hemp seed. I'm trying to think of what else I added. I believe I didn't do honey this time, although I would recommend putting a little bit of honey in as well. And then that was pretty much it. It turned it into a fantastic smoothie. I really enjoyed it. I had my father have some too. He tried it out. He was like, wow, this is really good. This is different than the kind of smoothies you normally make. And the kind of smoothies that I normally make, guys, involve a lot of greens. We talked last week about greens, the benefits that totally outweigh, anything else, any other kind of food that you can put in your body. These greens really will provide the right in energy and the benefits based on like potassium, certain nutrients that they have that others do not. That really, will propel your system in a way that you've never felt before. Feel the positivity. So what I do is, for a lot of my smoothies normally, the base is ice, mango. Ice and mango are the two bases that I use for pretty much every smoothie. Frozen mango I go to Walmart is probably the cheapest place to go. Mango, if you buy it fresh, is so hard to cut. It's so time consuming. It's hard to work with. I mean, you don't get much from a mango because of the huge pit in the middle. So what I recommend is going and getting some frozen mango. There's a lot of cheap frozen mangoes. They have the Great Value mango. There's Weiler's brand, a bunch of different brands that you can try out or see what you like. But mango is one of the staples because mango and any kind of green substance that you add to it, meaning like spinach or kale or even romaine lettuce, sometimes people like. Even though romaine lettuce is not my favorite as of for taste. In a smoothie purpose, I would recommend going with the mango. Mango's great. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, any kind of berry is a great thing to add. Any kind of fruit, apple, green apple is fantastic when it comes to mixing with any kind of greens. If you have green apple and kale in a smoothie, along with ice and the necessary other things like orange juice, a little bit of extra, positive, natural, 100% juice sugars. Sugars meaning 100% natural. That's what I want to pinpoint. Is not added sugars, not the refined sugars. That's very bad. What you really want is you want just natural, 100% juice. I add a lot of, it would be orange juice, it would be flaxseed, hemp seed, any kind of fiber content to it. I use Bragg's amino acids, which is a liquid that gives you the purest form of amino acids, which I get from Whole Foods. It's very cheap. It's actually, if you go there and find out, they have the little bears that you can get these amino acids into. It's like a bear container, and if you've never heard of it or want to explore those avenues, then I would definitely recommend it because Whole Foods provides a lot of healthy things for our bodies, for our minds, for our souls, and they have a lot of help there too. If you have someone, I believe if you go to the front counter, customer service, they can walk around the store with you and talk to you about some of these food aspects and positive healthy eating. I'm not sure if all of them do that. I know the one that is over in Beechwood, they actually do provide some wisdom if that's what you're looking for, is some extra help. But yes, I mix a lot of berries in. It's all about finding the right ratio and playing around with it. Yogurt, if I use yogurt, I like to use, for my thing is, if I'm doing some kind of dairy product, I either use milk, when I use milk, I used to, for a while, I was doing skim, but what you don't realize is when you go with skim, they take a lot of the positive nutrients out of milk, what you really need. So whole milk is ideally what you want to use. Whole milk or 2% keeps a lot of those nutrients that milk really generates anyways, along with the high protein content and the positive fats. But if I'm talking about yogurt, which is another dairy aspect, I go with Oikos. That's a pretty good one. Or Faye. Chobani is a big one, a staple in a lot of people's homes. But if you're going to go with the healthiest one on the market, as according to Consumer Reports, it would have to be Faye. Faye 0% plain yogurt. And yeah, some people might be thinking, ew, plain yogurt, what? That stuff's gross, blah, blah. For myself, I'll eat plain yogurt by itself. Throw some blueberries or almonds in it, and I'll just eat plain yogurt by itself, which sounds gross. It's really not once your taste buds change and your mentality changes. But think about it. You're adding all this mango, orange juice, all these positives to your drink anyway. So might as well use plain yogurt, which is, provides a lot of the health benefits that you really are looking for without all that extra sugar. It doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. It doesn't have like extra strawberry fake flavoring. Just put real strawberries in it. Put real fruit in it. That's what's really gonna, take you to that next level. That's what you're looking for, is the positive natural. Positive natural is everything. So yeah, adding strawberries, you can add mango, you can add anything you want. Kiwi's a great one. Whatever you have lying around, any kind of fruit to add to this crazy awesome concoction of smoothie. I mean, I'm telling you, you can make one of the greatest smoothies. Just make sure that you have enough water or any kind of base in there, so then it's not too thick, too icy, too frosty, too freezy. You want it to be the right consistency, but you want to add the right things to it. A lot of these positive greens, kale, spinach, those are the staples in my smoothies. You can add frozen broccoli, which is also basically ice. It provides that kind of consistency that I look for, because when I make a smoothie, I don't want it to be watery. I want it to be a smoothie. I want it to be frosty. That's because, in my opinion, it tastes better, and I get more out of it when I enjoy it. And every smoothie that I make, I highly enjoy, because I take the time to articulate the right kind of smoothie. Healthy and tasty, hand in hand. Again, some of these other workouts that I'm going to talk about, getting off topic with the food, but it's definitely a topic that needs to be discussed. That food mentality is, eating the right things, guys. Plan out your day. Use the food pyramid. My mom was a home ec teacher growing up, so I learned about the food pyramid and all the benefits that, going by the food pyramid and planning out and making sure that you're eating the right things and the right amount of things and getting the right calorie intake, caloric intake. And a lot of those things are very important to me and what I do throughout my day. So another workout we have here is boxer abs. If you're looking for some awesome abs, these are some things that you can go for. Different levels to set for yourself, and thinking about how long you should take for your rest periods and things like that. Level 1, 3 sets. Level 2, 4 sets, and level 3, we have 5 sets. So it's different sets that you want to go by. Different levels. First level would be 3 sets of 30 sit-up punches. So you're going to sit down, and basically you're going to have a sit-up, so you're going to engage the core, and you're going to do punch left, punch right, back down. Sit up, punch right, punch left, back down. Punch left, punch right, back up. You can change it. It's all about that mentality, not going with the same status quo that everybody else does. Go up and be creative. Maybe even throw a side hook in, or an uppercut. Think about being Floyd Mayweather for a second. What did he go through? He does a lot of this stuff. I mean, why does he have the abs that he has? It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't just happen because it happens. It happens because he changed his mentality. Mind over matter, guys. 30 sitting punches. So you're going to sit there, instead of sit-up punches, you're just going to do the sitting punches. So it's a different variation. 30 knee in and twists. That's another good one. You're going to sit there normally. Sit with your legs straight out, and you're going to have your knees, you're going to pull your knees in and then twist to the side, extend your knees back out, pull your knees in, twist to the other side, extend back out, so on and so forth. 30 flutter kicks, which is basically butterfly kicks. You're going to have your butt to the ground and your arms underneath your buttocks, holding yourself up or engaging your core, and then you're going to extend your legs out, and then you're going to kick forth. So you're going to kick straight, left leg up, right leg up, left leg up, right leg up, so on and so forth. Those are really good ones. Those are called flutter kicks. Another good one for a core builder. 30 scissor kicks. 30 scissor kicks are great. So it's almost the same mentality as the flutter kicks, but instead of going up and down, you're going side to side. So you're thinking about having your legs intertwined. So you're having one leg over on top of the other and on top of the other and going back and forth. So it's parallel rather than perpendicular. So eventually your legs will become parallel and they will be one on top of the other, side by side. Thinking about the hip flexibility and mobility. 30 butt ups. This is a cool one. This is one that I do at the gym often. So you're lying on the ground. You have your legs. You can bring your legs towards your chest for a second, and then extend your legs to the sky while keeping your upper back to the ground. And then extend your butt to the sky and extend your legs to the sky and then back down, and then think about engaging the core and coming down slower and slower at a time, because you're going to get more out of that workout by really pushing yourself and challenging yourself in a different aspect. 30 butt ups, that's a big one. Huge core builder. 30 count plank. It's a given. We talked about them earlier. 30 count raised leg plank. Same thing. It's a plank, but it's a different variation. You're going to do the plank, and then you're going to raise your leg up. If it's your right leg first, if it's your left leg second, whatever you do. I mean, whichever your mentality has and the way that you see it working, it's all about raising your leg up while keeping that plank or keeping your upper body engaged. And then think about the flexibility of your back and your spine and raising your leg up, lowering it down, coming back to plank position, but holding that plank. And then going back up, raising the other leg up. Think about the butt. You know, you're utilizing your butt when you're raising your leg up because you're in that plank position. You're not going from the other way. 30 count side plank. We talked about the side planks earlier. You know what those are. It's just a different variation. So that's another really good one we can do. And that's a positive way to really, improve your abs, improve your core. Get those abs working and really, it really comes down to ab strength is balance. A lot of your balance comes with your ab strength, your core strength. It's a huge thing. You'll realize it the more and more you do these things. I'm going to take a quick break here, guys. When we get back, I'm going to go over shortly some healthy eating ideas, really kind of resolve the day and really start to unwind and take it easy and really wrap up what we've talked about for the day in a nutshell. Really show you some of the positive ways that I started changing my eating habits. Might go over maybe one more idea, maybe one more big quote that I want you to really take home with you, and we'll go from there, guys, and we'll come back with a full head of steam for next Thursday. All right, guys, we're gonna go to a short break here, but we will be right back.
One dribble, steps back, puts up a three, won't go, rebound tip taken by Spades, final seconds, it's over, Cleveland is a city of champions once again, the Cavaliers are NBA champions.
I'm from the city of champions, I'm from the city of champions, I'm from the city of champions, I'm from the city of champions. Shout out to Ty Lue, you brought us a ring, baby, Kyrie and Brian, over the king, baby. I'm from the city of champions. I'm from the city of champions. I'm from the city of champions. I'm from
the city of champions. Shout out to Ty Lue. You brought us a ring, baby. Kyrie and Brian. Home of the king, baby. Heaven straight up out of Cleveland. Never did like Golden State. Kyrie with the step back. Sad meme with a Curry face. Delanova with the pressure on. JR from the parking lot. Never play about my grind, boy. RJ with the stop and pop. On sight when I see a killer. No love with a target shot. Double T in the paint, boy. Hold it down like a drug block. Hustle hard how I'm living. Trapping all about the hood spot. Jumping killers with a gold watch. Wifey back, she make the watch. Channing Frye going burgers killer. Rolling doobies like a burner killer. What I do it don't concern the killer. I'm like I'm Timmy Turner killer. JJ in the old school. Positive rear, I'm doing figure eights. White Russian got me talking my. Tell them all that my life is great. I'm from the city of champions. 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 Shout out to Ty Lue. You brought us a ring, baby. Kyrie and Brian. Home of the king, baby. I'm from the city of champions. 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 Shout out to Ty Lue. You brought us a ring, baby. Kyrie and Brian. Home of the king, baby.
Cleveland's long sports nightmare has ended. The drought is over. 52 years.
This is for you.
Time to celebrate a
Them Buckers gon' win.
Scarlet on my shirt. I'm a Buckeye fan. O on my hat. I'm a Buckeye fan.
Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win.
Headed to the party and I got my double cup. Headed to the cake and I'm about to pour it up. We ate at Eddie Georgia, beer and chicken fill me up. I'm walking to the party and these girls going nuts. We talking about the game and how I think we tow it up. You ask about Ohio, I'ma say we turn it up. When I say turn up, I ain't talking about the vegetable. I'm talking about how we cock it back and let it go. Tell that girl that you with to start twerking, man. Cause like Maurice Claret, you deserve a second chance. Shout out City News, shout out Missy J. I wake up to the PNC almost every day. Even Jimmy Wilkins went and won the X Games. We gotta win the day, don't worry about the next game. The best band in the land, that'll never change. I heard they fired Mr. Waters, that's a damn shame. Started on my shirt, I'm a Buckeye fan. O on my hat, I'm a Buckeye fan.
Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win.
Started on my shirt, I'm a Buckeye fan. O on my hat, I'm a Buckeye fan.
Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win.
We winning, hold up. Who's bringing the wings? I'm calling my friends and family, yes, I'm telling them every play. So much red in the club, it's looking like a game. My outfit's super fresh, all the ladies wanna dance. I got them yelling out, I'm a Buckeye fan. I'm thinking to myself,
dang, these chicks is bad.
We killing the Michigan team. We making mess, you look bad. Why you mad at us? We ain't mad at y'all. All you gotta do is tell me, is you mad or no? I'm happy LeBron returned. Shout out to Big Bink. Shout out to Braxton Miller. Hope you doing better, man. Them other teams don't know the pain them Buckeyes about to bring. Started on my shirt. I'm a Buckeye fan. O on my hat. I'm a Buckeye fan.
Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win.
Started on my shirt. I'm a Buckeye fan. O on my hat. I'm a Buckeye fan.
Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win. Them Buckers gon' win.
East side, I'm a Buckeye fan. West side, I'm a Buckeye fan. North side, I'm a Buckeye fan. South side, I'm a Buckeye fan.
The Buckers gon' win. The Buckers gon' win. The Buckers gon' win. The Buckers gon' win. The Buckers
will submit it to northcoastunderground.com or send it in an email to beonair.com and hear yourself on the radio. That's northcoastunderground.com, where the underground starts with you.
That's why I stay inside this lane.
Have you ever considered a career in radio or television? Then look no further. Call the Ohio Media School today. The Ohio Media School. We have 7 campuses to choose from, and it's a hands-on course that is taught by broadcast professionals who work in the field. This includes 160 externship and internship hours at area radio and TV stations. We have job placement assistants right here on campus, and you get a diploma when you graduate. For more information, call 216-503-5900 or beonair.com. That's BEONAIR.com. Ohio Media School, where broadcasting careers begin.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've messed up your daughter's haircut. Do you A, get spiritual?
Mom, where's the mirror?
Beauty is within. Oh.
B, find the positives?
Less time blow drying, more time texting?
Or C, show empathy?
Mom, you really don't have to.
Twinsies!
I kinda love it. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
All right, we are back, and this is the Fit 440 radio segment at North Coast Underground, northcoastunderground.com. Visit us now for more positive radio aspects, and there's plenty of other ways to venture throughout their website and see what's going on in the underground. I am Scott Feltes, and we're going to finish up here with a couple cool ideas. I'm going to talk about you only have 5 minutes a day and you feel like your arms are lacking and you want to, I know a lot of people when they get older, they have a lightweight flab underneath their bicep. I'm going to talk with a couple cool mental ideas to eliminate that and to resolve that issue that you may have. This right here is 5 minutes to toned arms. Okay, we have 25 tight arm circles. This is forward. Do 25 tight arm circles forward, and this could be a daily routine. This could be anything to help you throughout your day. 25 tight arm circles backwards, which is pretty cool, forward and backward. Like I talk all the time, it's balanced, left and right, center of gravity. 30 bicep curls, 10 full curls, 10 half curls, and 10 full curls. So it's interval training. That's that interval training idea. 15 tricep dips. You can use a chair. Any chair. I know sometimes I'll be at home and I have some time to be doing some fitness oriented ideas, and I'll have a chair and it'll be on a carpet or something. I'll just use the chair. I'll do push-ups on the chair, on the seat of the chair. And then same thing, you can do dips on that chair. There's plenty of different ways or angles or mentality skills that you can learn to really help in this manner. 15 push-ups. This is 5 minutes for toned arms. 15 push-ups is a good way to go about it. Get some push-ups in. It's not only your chest, it's really toning your arms, toning your body. 25 big arm circles forward, and then big arm circles backwards, 25 as well. And then instead of the tight ones, it's really about once you get that motion going with the tight ones, kind of finishing out with the big arm circles, thinking about opening up avenues. Think about the angles of your body that are being hit. It's all about the brain. Really, I'm saying that it's not going to, because I do this with ease now because it's second nature. It's secondary for me. 15 tricep dips. Use a chair. That's the way to finish it up. This is 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to have toned arms. Just some real basic ideas. Some real basic ideas that, you wake up with a full head of steam and then that's how you start your day. You get yourself going. You get the blood pumping. Do these things and you'll really start reaping the benefits. So that's a cool one right there. This is a cool one as well. I have winners and losers right here. Winners say it may be difficult, but it is possible. Losers say it may be possible, but it's too difficult. Winners, they see the gain. Losers, they see the pain. Winners, they see the possibilities. Because guess what? The realm of possibility is infinite. The losers, they just see the problems. They see the things that are keeping them away from what's going to get them to that next level. Winners, they make it happen. Losers, they let it happen. Winners make it happen. They go get it. And that's just it's some cool ideas to think about. It's mentality. We have some breakfast ideas here. These are some really cool things and some healthy ways to start, getting up, waking up in the morning. I know lately I've been trying to eat more breakfast in the morning because it's the fuel, it's the energy for your day. I know my eating habits or routine was eliminating breakfast completely and eating a more hearty lunch. But this morning, I'll talk to you about what I had for the breakfast in the morning. In the morning, I made 3 eggs. A little bit of oil on the bottom, not butter or anything like that. Oil to lube up the muscle, the tendons, and to get the arms working. I mean, you need some oil, and what other better way than 100% olive oil? It's not canola oil, it's not vegetable oil. Those are not the healthiest for you. But olive oil, real olive oil. Another good one. My mom talks all the time. Grapefruit. Grapefruit is a staple in what we do. Grapefruit in general is a great thing. We have grapefruit. If you cut it up, you can put a little bit of sugar on it, although I would, like I said, recommend without sugar. But to acquire the taste for it, throw some sugar on it for a little bit. Cut it in half. Cut it up so all the pieces are easy to get to. Grapefruit's it's a great one. Great for the body, that's for sure. Making your own muffins, you can do it with whole grains. Any whole grain muffin in the morning is a good way to go. There's plenty of recipes online. Another staple that I have is, I just talked about eggs. That's what I had in the morning. And then I had 1 piece of sprouted whole grain bread with peanut butter. Again, it's that Earth Fare peanut butter, which is all natural, only made of peanuts and a tiny little bit of oil to get the consistency right. But it's all about, finding things with not a bunch of added ingredients, staying as natural as possible. So that's a cool one as well. Oatmeal, 100% oatmeal. If it's steel cut oats is what I prefer. It's more hearty, but it provides a lot of more health benefits than just regular oatmeal or Quaker. But any kind of oatmeal, if you don't add a lot of sugar, that's the thing, is it's hard for people to get over the fact that, if we don't have a lot of sugar, it doesn't taste very well, but slowly but surely, maybe add a little bit of brown sugar off the bat, maybe, add some blueberries to pizzazz it up or something like that is a good way of going about it. But really, oatmeal is a great way too. An omelet, you can add, eggs with peppers, with mushrooms, with broccoli, with spinach. These are all great ways of going about and, gaining fuel for the rest of your day. That's really gonna really take you into throughout your day with a positive full head of steam and really get you going. A lot of the times, I know some people really need a midday snack and things like that. If you really start changing these mental aspects of your life and really start seeing that the light is really there at the end of the tunnel, then it's a lot easier to start using some of these ideas and really start gaining some knowledge and realizing that your diet is crucial, that maybe you don't need that halfway Snickers day. It could be that you eliminate that, and then that's what can really propel your body forward and start really making some huge changes. So those are just some small things right here. We have, any kind of bread. If you go for bread, what I recommend now is sprouted. Sprouted bread is way, way healthier. There's seeds, there's oats, there's a lot of positive things out of those that really are providing you sustainable energy. And that's what you're looking for, sustainable energy, not just short-term energy. What I always thought was kind of cool was when I was a kid, my mother would, to kind of get off the breakfast topic, but just one thing I want you guys to take home with you, because we're about to be resolving here, is before I would go to any sporting event or anything like that, my mother was always a key contributor to the idea that you want long-term carbs. There's short-term carbs and there's long-term carbs. Getting pasta, whole grain pastas are great with spaghetti sauce or something like that before I'm going and playing, a tough basketball game or a soccer game or whatever your kids are going to do. Getting them the long-term carbs that are really going to be, that's the sustained energy that they're going to have to really push forward and put their best foot forward for when they're playing. So that's always it was a cool thing. I would do that. I would really go with the carbs if you're about to be going out and running around expelling a lot of energy, because you want some sort of carbs in your system, because that's the positive energy that you're going to need. I think we're going to finish up there, guys. It looks like that's all the time we have for the day. But I want you guys to think about some of these ideas that we talked about today, some of these key fitness points. Maybe, like we said earlier, create your own fitness regimen, your own ideas. I can provide as much wisdom, as much knowledge, as much, as many workouts as I can possible. But it's up to you to figure out what's right for yourself, to really figure out what really is going to take you to the future, what really is going to be the way that you see yourself, and the change in your daily routine and what you have available at your disposal. If you only have X amount of time during the day because you have to pick up the kids or whatever it is throughout your day that you already have planned, then it just comes down to figuring out what is best for you. I'm gonna leave you with that. Remember, check out North Coast Underground. Find me on Twitter at Scotty, Scotty, Feltes, F as in Frank, ELTES as in Sam. And I will say that one more time, at Scotty Feltes. And that's my Twitter name. You can find me on Facebook, Scotty Feltes, same thing. You can also check out my DJ page. It's DJ Cloud Zone on Facebook. If you just type in Cloud Zone, it's one of the, I believe I just made it about last week, so it's still up and coming. I think I have about 60 followers or 60 likes as of right now. Check that out. Give me a like. All my websites that are correspond to all the fitness mentalities, all the music mentalities that I have. You can find out more information about me there. You can contact me with any questions you have regarding fitness and or music or booking. You can find me on those websites as well. DJ Cloud Zone. And my picture is of Rick from Rick and Morty on the DJ spinning. So that's how to find me. And I just really want everybody to put their best foot forward today. Be as positive as they can to the ones around them, but, still stay light at heart. If someone is messing with you, it's because they probably have a good rapport, or they're down, about themselves. If it's someone that you've never met before, everything is internal. So if they're not having a good day, sometimes it's easy for people to pass off their negative energies to others, but they need to realize that that's not the way that they want to do it. They need to pass their positive vibes to others, because guess what? Positive vibes reinforce and push forward with other positive vibes and positive energies. Because if someone's having a good day, that good day really, extends forth to the ones around. And then essentially our energies branch off to each other. So just take that with a grain of salt at the same time, but take it nonetheless. Positive vibes, having fun, meeting each other, figuring out what the best way of going about, talking and communicating, help each other, guys. Pat each other on the back if you need the pat on the back, or if you need to be lifted up off the ground. That's why we're here, picking forth and pushing forward for everything we do in life, guys. Strive for greatness every single day. And with that said, I'm gonna take my time and I will be out of here. But I just really hope you guys enjoy this segment. Please, if you find me on social media, if you have any questions regarding anything that I do, where my voice came from, where I've been throughout life, why, how I have this kind of mentality, these aspects that I speak of and that I speak on a daily routine, and how I'm able to talk about these positive mentalities for this amount of time. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but like I said, it's every day's a grind, every day's a struggle, but it takes you to where you need to be. And we don't struggle for no reason and for a long time if we find our passion and what we love. So take that for now, guys, and I will be back next Thursday at 2 o'clock to provide some wisdom and to help you guys throughout your days, because that's why I'm here, to push forward, give you some aspects, and to practice what I preach, of course. I will see you guys. Catch you on the flip side. Have a good one, guys.
Do you have